People wonder why white men are so depressed. I'm sorry.
If it makes you that sad, Jeff, you can take a personal day.
I tried to block out as much light from the window as I could. Gotta figure out a new setup, y'all. I want to shift everything. That's a lot of work and I'm lazy. The lighting looks fine. Hi dolls, welcome back. And if you were new, hello, my name is Jessie. Dobbie is this lump right here. And today we're going to react to season 1, episode 4 of Sweet Pea. Everybody loves Julia. And this comes as a request from Lobotomized Barbie. Lobotomized Barbie is at the tier where we get to request specific episodes of certain shows. And if you are enjoying Sweet Pea, please thank Lobotomized Barbie down in the comments. It is because of Patreons like them that we do shows like this, and I cannot wait to see what happens next, because at the end of the last episode we have Julia getting knocked out but into life at the very, very, very last second of the episode. I cannot fathom what she is going to do about this. Rhiannon, did you take her prisoner? Or are you just going to take her out? The original plan was to kill her and put her in the freezer. So let's jump in and find out what happens next in season 1, episode 4 of Sweet Pea. Everybody loves Julia.
Suspect opened a couple
People I'd love to kill.
Don't suppose you could pop into next.
Try waking up a touch earlier. Ensure you get some.
They're showing how similar their lives really are. You're adults.
People who think they can actually kill people and get away with it.
Ruh-roh. Oh, really? That's okay. We'll just ruin the whole video for your comment. I'm just kidding. Oh, I love her so much.
This is actually a kidnapping. You're doing a kidnapping.
Yeah, I think she knows.
Well, it was meant to be a murder, but once again, you have to ruin everything. You bullied me until I started pulling my hair out.
Yeah, it was not a
years
joke.
ago. We're adults now.
Yeah,
Get
you
over
should
it.
still
Don't have
apologize.
people stuck in the past.
I wore a wig until I was 23.
She can't do it?
This is just like Huey.
I wouldn't taunt the person with the knife.
Loser who blames everyone else for your life.
No, Rhiannon. Oh, God. What's stopping her?
I had no idea that you didn't know about the house.
Who said you could put your shirt back on?
He's like a yes man.
Oh.
Look at me.
Dobbie, close your eyes.
Look at me.
She just wants to be seen.
Why does you feel quite emotional?
It's like actually starting to kind of like her.
Did I make you uncomfortable?
Rhiannon's becoming a bad.
Jeff?
I'm not telling you what it is unless you promote me. Junior reporter.
I'm not sure we are there just yet, Sweet
You would
Pea.
never have gotten the real Ryan story without me.
Trial period. Probationary.
What? People wonder why white men are so depressed. I'm sorry.
If it makes you that sad, Jeff, you can take a personal day.
I hope it doesn't end up being one of those like Hunger Games type scenario where you and I have to fight to the death and a bid to survive.
You'll be all right.
I'm happy for you. Anyway,
He's so
the second
sweet.
murder victim, local landlord. 2-bed flats with we
Marina's
have like a vigilante on our hands, like a
landlord?
kind of murdery Robin Hood kind of thing.
Maybe I'll get you a third murder victim.
What?
Because I think I found one.
Laddie lads, did you look into that? Yeah, I just didn't think being laddie qualified as much of a motive, Mom.
Meet some contacts for the story.
Yes! Who knew, eh?
I think she did for a while.
So she hasn't posted a story in 17 hours. Like, not even a meme. And then Marcus said she didn't come home last night. They're so sweet together.
No, they're not,
Sounds like the
because
perfect relationship.
she wouldn't have
Whatsoever.
stopped Rhiannon
No,
from calling
it very much
him
is.
about the flat
Actually
tire
kind
if
of
it was
sickening.
perfect.
Everyone loves Julia.
Sorry, why are you asking that? I know things were hard.
Yeah, they were hard because of you is.
This is really nice.
Yeah.
Well, no, because our friend is missing.
Obviously, we can tell that something's going on with the husband, but how often do you see these cases where people project this perfect kind of social media life but are not perfect in real life. Like, I'm happy, I'll post a picture, I have a great relationship, I have so many friends, I'm on a walk, I do this, I do that. And in reality, they're just very sad, depressed people. So that could very well be Julia. Maybe everybody does not love Julia.
Rhiannon Lewis statement. She said she saw some dodgy lads.
I put her at the time. Ah, it's not good. I knew Marina was gonna catch on to it.
I checked Find My Friends, and that was turned off.
Reported her disappearance to the police? Yeah.
Yeah, first thing this morning.
I would like to speak to Julia Lenkingsop, please.
I'm afraid Julia's unavailable.
She's not available. She's not there. Like, it's a bit different.
This is reckless reporting.
Night, Jeff.
Yeah.
You're a published writer. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's, hold on.
It's
weird.
The surveyor's coming round today.
What? When? Not.
Yeah, now.
Stop giving everybody keys to her fucking house, Saren. Like, what the hell? You can't just give random people keys to our house.
This is trespassing. We're not selling. So, thank you.
Are you sure? Because Stella's...
Get off my porch, Neil.
They're starting to show that she's becoming a shitty person. She may have been a ghost, she may not have been seen, but at least she was kind. Now she's being mean to people, reckless. The way she's been treating AJ, this episode wasn't bad, but everything prior, she was really mean to that guy. You gotta do something. What are you gonna do?
Nobody can hear you. Perks of living on a dual carriageway.
She's actually scared now.
I used to think about you dying all the time.
Marcus will be looking for me, and then
But
when he's...
you turned off your Find My Friends when you went to see Craig last night.
Is that my top?
Yeah.
You're wearing her
I'm going now,
clothes? That's not a
so-
good idea, Rhiannon.
Later.
What she's saying still has an effect. She's taking off the makeup.
Why? What do you mean?
No, I don't know. I just thought you'd been a bit.
Scared I'm coming for your job. So.
No, I'm not.
And now, for the bonus question.
Not being very nice to
In
him.
honor of those poor men. In 1972,
Let's
unknowingly
talk about
appointed
murderers.
Which serial killer?
It's Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy.
You sure?
It's Ted Bundy.
Bundy?
Ted Bundy.
You are full of surprises.
You have no idea.
Oh.
So,
Team AJ!
Cool.
yeah. We keep getting distracted.
You look a little drunk. Maybe
We
not
keep
tonight,
having
Craig.
sex.
I'll see you at work.
Oh, what?
AJ!
I was a little heartbroken.
Oh, fine.
Good lord.
She always comes back when a Monzo runs out.
What?
I know she'll be back.
Marcus, we need to talk. Not sure Julie would like that.
Fuck her.
You said that everything
All
was...
right, here we go. What's the
Yeah.
truth?
Marcus, what's going on?
Spring rolls.
You're abusive. What is he doing to her? So what, is she happy now that she realized her life isn't perfect?
You make it look like you've got this perfect life. But actually, why are you always trying to hurt me? All be your fault. You're abusive. You're like cancer. Or climate change. Or Russia. Except, at least with Russia, everyone knows what a psycho Putin is. No one even knows about you. And by the time they do...
Unfortunately,
it's too late, 'cause
Rhiannon,
you
that's
already
apparently not true.
destroyed them.
I don't know how to get out. I don't know how to get out.
Oh, wow.
He controls everything. I don't know how to get out.
She wasn't expecting that response.
Is everything okay?
Kitty! Ooh, that's a beautiful kitty. Oh, it's all coming together, man. All right, there you have it. Episode 4. Everybody loves Julia. Very interesting episode. So obviously we knew, or at least I felt, that it was going to go in the direction of Julia's life isn't as perfect as we think it is. It always appears that way, but you never truly know what somebody is going through or experiencing Because majority of the time, people don't want to put their realness out there. They want to portray something that looks nice, that sounds nice, that makes people go, ah, instead of aw. And so Julia, especially someone like Julia, is doing the exact same thing. Now, what's really sad is that she does not... It's hard because what she has done to Rhiannon throughout her life is absolutely horrific. We've gone over it many times in like every single episode. She crossed a line, for me at least, between like bully and abusive. You can bully someone and there are varying degrees of bullying, you know, like what Julia did was like sick, demented, and twisted. And so now that she is getting that kind of manipulative, controlling treatment from her husband, it's almost like she finally understands possibly what it must have felt like or feel like to be one of her victims, right? But what pisses me off is she still doesn't do anything about it. She still doesn't become a better person. She doesn't do anything to make it right, you know? Like, even Rhiannon being like, you did this to me, you did this to me. She's like, oh my God, that was so long ago. Oh my God, that was in high school. Like, oh my God, get over it. And it's like, are you serious? Like, do you remember how bad it was? So that's what's frustrating. But then you could also say the same thing for Rhiannon. As I said, like, her starting this whole thing up with Craig is like super frustrating because Craig is an asshole and we know this, and Craig is just using her. AJ really likes her and she is not as bad as everyone else, but she is giving the same treatment to AJ as people have been giving to her, dismissing her, rolling her eyes a bit, looking at him like he's kind of weird or like a loser. And so it's just really sad that we have this situation where like Rhiannon's finally becoming this confident person and kind of shitting on other people a little bit. The person that showed up to I forget what they called it, like do the estimate for her house or whatever. She's getting a little aggressive with certain things. So I think that we are, shockingly enough, going to have Julia and Rhiannon start to kind of like bond over things. I think that Julia breaking down is going to bring her opening up to Rhiannon a little bit. And because now she's the only one who knows, right? So it's like, if you know, I might as well open up. And I think that opening up to her, they're going to see that Rhiannon is more like Julia than she realized. And Julia is going to realize that she's a lot more like Rhiannon than she realized. What they're going to do with this, I don't know. Should I make a theory? Because I feel like every time I make a theory, it's wrong. My theory is that she is going to either try to find a way to expose the husband. So like we could turn this all on like framing Marcus, or we can make Julia disappear. The thing is, like, I don't think Julia would want to disappear. She's got her friends, she's got her life, like, that she loves, right? So I don't think she would want to. But maybe the two of them could concoct a plan to frame Marcus in a way, or not even frame him, but expose him, as I said, for the horrible person he is. It would take a lot of talking and a lot of understanding for them to get to the point of Rhiannon kidnapping Julia and then forgiving her for that and nothing happening of consequence. But in the midst of all this, Marina is picking the pieces apart and putting them together so skillfully. We have quite the case built here. We have Rhiannon leaving the club at the time of death of the first victim. We have motive for her being involved with Julia's missing report by being the reporter and having the argument at the club. We have the second crime being within feet, or like very close at least, of the bar that she was at when she was doing the karaoke. Like, everything is so closely tied to Rhiannon. I just feel like with Marina, it is going to get to a point where no, like she's gonna have so many things pointing at her, but Marina's gonna point them all out and no one's gonna listen to Marina. I think no one's gonna listen to Marina or think that, like, oh, you're foolish, that's not gonna work, or that's not true, or whatever it may be. Did I miss, like, what was the part where they were talking about, like a missing person, and then they were saying it was a landlord, and it was making it sound like it was Marina's landlord. I don't remember what part it was. I should have thrown it back because I thought maybe they were going to come back to it and say more. But there was some part that they were talking about the missing she brought up a missing person, meaning Julia, and then they started talking about a landlord, and I was like, oh my god, Marina's landlord, because I thought it was really interesting that we started the episode with Marina being like, people I would like to kill, this person, that person, and showing just how similar Rhiannon's situation is. But I don't know. I just feel like maybe like the show shocks us so much. Like maybe we're going to find out that Marina is a killer too or something. But overall, it was a very, very good episode. I am very excited to see what happens next. I'm very excited to see a conversation between the two of them. Now that she saw Julia break down and knows that her life is not perfect. Let's jump into another one until the next reaction. So long, everyone. Try and make someone smile today. You never know when they might need it next. Bye.